Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your money and career guidance, and this is for the next roughly 4 to 6 weeks, okay, with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome. Get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Money and career focus this, okay, so it's not going to apply for all of you. Please take the bits that resonate, leave the rest, okay. Thank you for being here. Welcome to you all, and a huge thank you to my subscribers and my members. I hope you are enjoying my members getting the all the videos a day or two before everybody else. That's what you're paying that membership for. All right, my beautiful people, let's see what we've got then for Sagittarius. Well, we like to see the King of Coins coming out on a money and career reading. All right, we've got the King of Coins with Death and the High Priestess. Okay, righty. Oh, we got the King of Cups, 2 kings, nice. All right, let's just get them straight. We got the 8 of Coins in the center of your reading. Well, it's not exactly straight, is it? Sorry, I'm a Virgo. I need to just get them sorted a minute. Okay, all righty. I like the High Priestess. You're following your intuition. Oh, and the Emperor. Look at all this going on. You've got a lot of power going on in this reading, Sagittarius. Tell me more, please. Money and career. This is good for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. Okay, everything you need to know is in the description box. I'm not open for bookings, but you will find the links to my cards and books and website and lots of things that you might be interested in, including all the cards I use. This is a Tarot of Dreams. These are mine from hoping to having money and career. Well, wealth and success, they're officially called, but it basically means money and career. Okay, for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. One more. I'll choose it then. Okay. Alrighty, let's see what we've got. Okay. I am allowing all my needs to always be met abundantly. All right, let's just stay with that for a little minute. I am allowing all my needs to always be met abundantly. Very often, you might have a mantra or an affirmation, you know, all my needs are always met. But your needs are met. What about the extras? What about some pleasures? What about some luxuries? So let's add in there abundantly. All my needs are always met abundantly. Okay, so we're getting in this energy of abundance, which we love on a money and career reading. Okay, now for those of you in the workplace, whether that's your own or somebody else's business, I allow myself to step forward. I shine in my light. I'm proud of who I am. I embrace all that I can and I will be. All right? So you are stepping forward. This is coming out of the shadows and putting yourself forward. Going to speak to your boss and saying, I'm ready for promotion. When am I going to have some career development? You're putting yourself forward. You're not pushing. You're not kicking doors down. But you are stepping forward. And you're stepping forward in your light, because you're proud of who you are and who you will be. All right, so you're stepping forward, Sagittarius. It's time, right? They're just saying it is about timing, because if you're in a brand new job and you step forward for promotion, they'll be like, you've only been here 2 minutes. You know, fair enough. Okay. If you have only recently qualified for something and you're fairly inexperienced, they'll say you haven't got the experience yet. Okay, fair enough. But if you've been there a while, you've got that qualifications, you've got that experience, this is the time for you to step forward, Sagittarius. Okay. Step forward and say, I'm ready for more, if you're wanting more. Okay. Not everybody does. You know, lots of you are perfectly happy in the job that you've got. That being said, if you're watching tarot readings on money and career, you're probably wanting more, okay? All right then, so let's look at what's on the table. This is revolving around work of some kind. Now, that doesn't have to be paid work. I know lots of you that watch me are retired, but this is about working on your money or career okay? You're working on it. Something is coming to an end, and for a lot of you, that thing that's coming to an end is your current job. All right, now it's not going to apply to everybody, I know. Take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. But you've got a lot of power going on here. We've got 3 major arcana cards in the corner. all right, going up on this edge. The Emperor, power. The High Priestess, your intuition, following your gut. The Death card, endings, transitions. And then you've got two kings. The King of Coins is, of course, the most affluent, prosperous, loaded, financially secure king in the deck. So we want to see him. And the King of Cups is coming from that emotional maturity and wisdom and calmness and this lovely, gentle, flowing energy. I'm ready for more. I know my worth. I'm stepping myself forward into abundance. The Emperor is hugely abundant. He's worth 4 kings. He's very, very wealthy. All right. So we've got a lot of abundance on the table. Now, the 10 of Wands underneath the 8 of Coins. Something has been heavy and hard and has gone on for a long time. He's on his knees, naked, which represents his vulnerability. I'm exhausted, I'm drained, I can't keep doing this, I've had enough. It needs to come to an end. Something that I am working on. Now, as I say, for some of you, the 8 of Coins is about work. Full stop. It's about work, security, stability, feeling stable in your work. Now, this doesn't have to be about a paid job. You might be a carer for your elderly parents or a carer for your grandchildren. You might be working as a volunteer for an organisation, a charity of some kind. You might be working very hard on your marriage and it's exhausting and you've had enough. There is a transition here. It's time for this to stop. We need to walk away. We've got 2 cards of endings, all right? The Death card is ending, transition, change, shift. And the 8 of Cups, as you can see, is walking away. He's walking towards the moon, which is what's hidden, what's unseen. In other words, he doesn't quite know where he's going. He just knows he's going. All right, so we're bringing something to a close here because it's time. That 10 of Wands is saying, I have to make changes. This is not sustainable. This is not doing it for me. I'm exhausted. If you're in a job where you're working 10, 12, 15 hours a day, and half of that you're not being paid for, this is the time to say, this has got to stop. I need to open up to new opportunities here with the Page of Swords. And I need to start researching. That's his main energy. Swords is mental, thinking about, using your intelligence and your logic. And the Page is the beginnings of things. It's opening it up. So you can be researching here, getting online, looking at other jobs, seeing what else is available, talking to recruiters. This is research, getting on the website, looking at what else is available. This is picking up the phone to recruiters, go to CHR. It's opening it up to see what your options are. So we are researching at this stage. If you are taking care of elderly relatives, and you are on your knees because their needs are just getting more and more and more heavy and you can't meet them and you'll be trying to meet them. When is enough for you to say, it's time for me to bring in nursing care? It's time for me to put my mum in a home. It's time for me to say to my adult children, I can't keep babysitting my grandchildren as much as I love them. They're exhausting me, okay? When you're in your 60s and 70s and you're running around after 2- and 3-year-old grandchildren, no matter how much you love them, they are not your responsibility. They are your adult children's responsibility. So when is enough to say, this is too much for me? I've had many clients over the years that are burnt out to a frazzle in their late 60s and 70s because they're having their young toddler grandchildren 2 or 3 days a week for their adult children to work. It's too much when you get older. It's hard enough when you're in your 20s and 30s to look after toddlers. It's much harder when you're older, I promise you. So if that's your story, It's time to make changes, okay? So I want to come back to those of you that this is about a job, right? Whether it's your own business or whether it is you're an employee, there is a shift here that wants to happen. We want greater money and prosperity. We want greater flow. And we need to start doing some research to see what else is out there so that we can bring this to a close. So I want you to tap into your high priestess energy. That's your intuition, your higher self. Ask your spiritual team to help you, to guide you into something that is empowered. Right? It's not just about the money. It's about having the freedom to feel empowered, to feel worthy, to feel appreciated and valued, okay? Because this 10 of Wands can be that you just don't feel valued. They're taking advantage of you all the time without valuing you, and you say no, all right? Nobody devalues the Emperor. There he is in his gold with all his finery. So it is time for me to leave a situation. There is a big transition here for you, a big shift. So it's time. Start investigating, start looking into it, because this greater abundance wants to come through for you. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what else we have. Can I have a little bit more information, please, for Sagittarius regarding money and career? Okay. So the Two of Cups is all about love and connections and partnerships and relationships. Now we're talking about money and career. So of course our closest relationships impact our finances. So is this something, for some of you, they're just saying you could be starting a business with your partner, with your husband, wife, with your long-term partner. Like, let's leave our jobs and let's go and buy a pub and run it together. Let's do something together. Some of you want to do that, okay? Equally, because this is a general reading for the collective of Sagittarius, this can be that is what's ending. My marriage is done. Okay, that transition, that shift. It's been too hard for too long and I'm out. Now this isn't a love reading, it's a money reading. But when we get divorced, it affects our finances enormously. Okay, so if that's your story and that marriage has been just too heavy and too much for too long, it's time for changes to be made. Now there's a third story with this. I always try with the cards to give you as many different scenarios as I can. The Two of Cups is predominantly love and self-love. So do you love your job? Do you love yourself enough to put yourself first? Do you love yourself enough to say, this situation that I'm working on is just too heavy and I'm not doing it anymore. It's at my detriment, to my detriment, and I need to make changes. I love myself enough to put myself first. Okay. All right. Tell me more for Sag, please. There's the moon coming through. So we've got the moon here. In that 8, we're walking towards the moon. It is hidden at the moment. It is unseen. But let's tap into it and let's have a really good poke about, feel about, and find out what's really going on under the surface. Why is it heavy? Why is it hard? What needs to change? Let's allow that clarity to come up. They're just saying to me, take that. We've got the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Truth. No more hidden stuff, all right? If I've just been finding that they're talking about denial for some of you, you know, yes, I'm very, very tired, but it's because I'm getting older. Or yes, I'm very, very tired and it's because, you know, I'm just not sleeping very well. And it's like, no, let's wake up. Let's put the truth goggles on and let's say, I'm allowing other people to take advantage of me and I need to draw in my boundaries and start saying no. So we're getting clear, all right? The Queen of Swords with the moon. The moon is what's unclear and the Queen of Swords is coming in with that clarity. If you've been waiting for a promised promotion, it's time to really dig deep, all right? Go and ask some pertinent questions. Is it going to happen or are they just stringing you along? Let's find out the truth. It's truth bomb time. Okay, because I'm ready for more. I love to see the Three of Wands in any money and career reading because it's a card of expansion and growth. It's dreaming big. It's your ship's coming in. I'm ready for that transition. I'm ready for more. I need to know what's really going on. There's the High Priestess again. The truth wants to come out. There's something here that needs to be revealed, that needs to be seen in terms of your money and career. All right. Oh, there's a message coming through, and this might only be for one of you. Check your partner's credit card statements. Okay. Somebody is spending an absolute fortune that they haven't got and sticking it on the credit cards and hiding it from you. All right. So we need to find out if they've got a shopping addiction, if they've got a hoarding addiction, if they've got a gambling addiction. There's something going on that you need to find out, that you need to see. I'm just really drawn that the High Priestess is about your intuition, but it's also about what's hidden. And with the Queen of Swords there, this needs to come to light because somebody is struggling here. This might not even be you. This might be your partner that's hiding this and just can't hide it anymore. And, you know, once all the truth is out, you find a way forward. Okay? And you will find it. Those of you with a strong foundation in your relationship, you'll find it together. But something needs to come out here. Something is coming to light. And it's a good thing. All right? We're moving into this higher vibrational time, this 5D time, where things that were hidden and secrets and lies, they're falling away. The light is shining on so that we can really be our authentic self. Okay? We've got the eternal light of love coming in from the angels. This is the oracle of the angels. There's a lot of power in this card. He's holding, let me just get it to focus for you. Okay. He's holding that sword and he's pointing it right up towards that throat and then beaming out through the third eye. This is truth coming to light from a very empowered place of love. Okay? So, it's all happening. Okay, so Sagittarius, that is what I have for you for money and career. I hope it was helpful. If it was, give it a like, a share. Thank you so much. And for those of you subscribed, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. It's completely free, you know, if you haven't subscribed. Helps the channel to grow, helps me a lot. All right, my lovely people, I'll be back next week with your September general guidance. I'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye-bye.